is the video of our lovely midnight blue T6. Showing you what the actual bodywork looks like. There's a little bit of dust on it at the moment, so we've got some wind going on in sunny Scarborough. I'll show you on the outside. I'll show you we've got the sports line kit at the front here. It gives it that low sexy look, as I like to call it. It's really cool. Following around the DRC alloys and new wheels. I'm not sure if they're 18s or 19s. They're quite high. It's got a lovely high ride on it. You can just see there's new shock absorbers, or what will you call them, underneath there. So they're all new. So the bodywork's beautiful. Probably see my reflection there. We've got the nice runner bars going on there in black. Nice, it matches all the black. It's matching with the blue there. Same with the wheels there. It's obviously the outside window. It's a sliding window. We'll go inside. You'll see them in a minute. That's your outside hookup for your mains electric, which pops up if we open it up there. So you've got all that there. Again, in black, so it matches nicely. You've got the sports wings on the back there of the barn doors. And again, you've got the nice reversing cameras there. Well, I've got a lot of walls around here to get round. Again, you see there's a few little spots where it's been raining on it, but it's all the actual bodywork's beautiful. It's really quality bodywork on that one. When you come around here, you see the sliding door's already open, so slide the way around here. Right, we get to see the internals. They're all brand new footwells on there as well. We've been walking there, so it looks as you've got a few foot marks on it, but yeah, they're all brand spanking new then. And we go to the interior. Now this is the dark cherry pine. I think it's just very slightly darker than the normal cherry pine, but hardly, you can't really tell. We've now got the nice spark. Oh, we've got the sparkly work top on there with the nice got your sink and a little tap with a little bit of a squeak on it. Got the tap there, and we've got the twin hob here. So again, it's not even been used. I think it's been lit up once when we had the gas certificate done. So when you put it down, you always hold there's like little rubber things to hold on there, because it is a glass top, although it will be a shatterproof top. It just stops it from banging down. So that's that. Then we've got storage here underneath, and once again, how I do with all the stuff, I cover it at the back with carpet so you don't see any horrible wires or cables or anything like that. It just looks nice and neat. The fridge, which is here, can't see with my hand to open it. Fridge and freezer, I can take it so you get rid of the freezer if you want. Now it purely as a fridge. It's a very low consumption power, so you can have it on for basically a week, running from the leisure battery, and it won't drain it in theory. It switches on and off from there. I think you see the little light coming on, the sunlight's a bit bright here. We have a diesel heater there, which is controlled with a fob. But there's also a controller up there on the left hand side. That's your diesel heater controller. Somebody's cleaning one of the cars out there now. The leisure battery is underneath the driver's seat, which is a wasted space normally anyway, but it's still nice and neatly covered with a carpeted panel. Underneath the sink of the hob, we got to, I'll just lock that, open it. We've got storage underneath there. That's your gas locker that is properly certified, sealed. And obviously the gas bottle would go in there when you're ready to use it. And again, this is all storage under here. You're going to see a little bit, unfortunately, because this is where the underneath of the actual gas hob is, so it needs to have space if there are any leaks, which there won't be, but you have to legally do it, so it's like that. And there's like an air vent underneath there. That's your earth cable that comes to link to actually the copper cabling under there. So these just little shut. You can see I'm hiding the little push button and it shuts. This rail here is for putting your table on, which is stored at the moment at the back. You can't see at the moment. I will open it and you can see. We've got storage above. Those lights should come on. They just won't charge up. There's little LED lights in there that automatically come on when you open them. They've probably been sat there for a while. They want charging like every month, sort of thing. But yeah, it's all carpeted in there, so nothing's going to slide about and be noisy. And again, shuts with a little click. We've got a simple lighting controller there, which you can plug a 12 volt, looks like a lighter thing that you plug into there for maybe TV or whatever. There's a USB USB chargers there, and these are all various different switches for switching lights on and off in the vehicle. So there's a spare one there, so if you wanted to add something to it, you could do. And it's simple as just 4 screws taken off, and it's all just push 2 cables onto whatever you require to put on there. That's the controller for the Sergeant controller, which I'll show you in the back in a second. Very simple controller for doing all this stuff for your lights, your main power, and telling you what battery you want to charge, the vehicle battery when it's on hookup, or the actual leisure battery. Just a couple of mains sockets there, so when you are on hookup and plugged in, if you're parked up somewhere, you can use proper mains, things like a toaster or a microwave, whatever. Again, there's another 12-volt charger there. This is the rock and roll bed. It's going to be hard to show you how it works at the moment because I can't do it one-handed, but basically you have a handle that you just pull up and it pulls out. In a matter of seconds you've now then got a flat bed to sleep on. And as you see, this has got the same, basically the same colours as the seats at the front, as close as we could match them, but it's a Harley Davidson going by. And then we put the nice beautiful VW signs in it as well that matches the midnight blue on the outside. Underneath, once again, we've got some storage, and it's not just, I don't know if you can see it properly, it's not just open and empty, it's carpeted so you can fit a few things in there, whatever you want to do. It just stops things moving about, but if you prefer not to have that in there, it's just a case of 4 screws, you can take it out, you can have it completely open if you want to. So yeah, that's nice underneath there. We've got some LED lights at the bottom. If you can see, there'll be blue LEDs. There's no point turning on now because you won't see them because it's in the daylight. So let's go round now to the back. I'll show you the back. Barn doors. This is how it's nicely, have the tables stored on the back. They go in their own little holders, little clips, little holders. Some of them can't see in the sunlight properly here. And all I've done is I put just a bungee elastic on there. Just stops it anything rattling, because nothing more annoying than when you're driving it rattling. We have the van shades, which you can see there, that are beautiful colour matching once again, instead of the usual little black twirly curtains that they tend to have in some of the vans. But again, that's throughout. Same on obviously the left-hand door there. We've got more storage at the back. I'm trying to think of all the things to tell you. More storage at the back. This is all nicely carpeted as well. Open it up. You've got storage in there, so maybe you keep your hookup cable in there or whatever you want, some boots or whatever. Again, if you didn't want that in there, you can take that out. It's easy enough to do, but it just looks nice and neat. It just keeps it looking that little bit more special. Is that the right? Can you say more special? Okay, the back door here is where the Sergeant EC155 is situated, and it has all fuses for the main system in there, and then you've got like a standard housing fuse box there for when you're on hookup. So that's all in there. Underneath here is your water bottles. You've got the grey water bottle and the fresh water bottle. The grey water bottle just basically means they call it that. It's just where your dirty water goes. And they're both a 19-litre holder. And again, it's all nice and neat on there. Pretty straightforward. 19 litres is more than enough that you need for maybe going away on a weekend. But it's pretty straightforward to just get in there and change them when you need to do. So that's in there. Oh, there's also, I managed to get another little shelf on the top there for sneaky little things that you might want to sneak in there, yeah? And again, as you see in there, it's all nice and tidy. You're not seeing any cables, it's all carpeted, so it does look factory fitted, I like to call it that. Yeah, again, all these on the back here, that's all brand new, the panels. Just realised I need to put the little screw covers in there, just something we forgot before we brought it to the guys here. So I just shut the door. Okay, let's come back round here. I think you've seen most of what I wanted to say here. Yeah, the front all looks great. There's even if you get too close to somebody on a cycle, it beeps to let you know. The sensor there. Let's have a little look in the cab now. Oh, also on the doors, we've put the extra, you can see there, the extra rubbers around the doors there, which helps when you shut it. It doesn't sound like a van anymore. It gives it a nice thunk. Yeah, just showing you. These are the front internals there. This underneath here, the actual passenger seat. You've got storage under there, as you can see there, nice and tidy. this seat swivels around easily by just twirling those two knobs. And there's two, if you can see there's two at the front. You lift up, and within like a couple of seconds, it spins around. It's hard for me to do it on my own when I'm videoing it, but it's straightforward. It's a standard, it's a Caravan's swivel seat there. So I get to show you a little bit of what the dashboard's like. Ooh. Yeah, again, nice and tidy, nice and clean. See if I can see everything here. Yeah, it's all nice. You've got a control for lights in there, for like your reading lights there. But you can see, yeah, it's all clean throughout. There's no marks on it whatsoever. There's another USB charger there. I think that's about everything that you need to see. And of course, you've got the pop. There is a pop top. Of course, you've got the pop top with the bed. But again, it's going to be a little bit awkward for me to try and open it myself. But they're all the standard thing. You just unclip the little ratchets there on that side and one on that side. I don't know if you can quite see it there. And it goes up on gas struts. And this bit here is a bed. So, but this will go up when the roof goes up. The bed goes up with it. So you can stand up when you're in the kitchen, but then if you just want it as a bed, you just then literally pull that down on its own struts, and then you have a bed. It's fun. You climb up on the seats to get into the bed. That's part of the fun. And I think, I don't know if you can hear when it shuts. Oof, nice thud on that. That's basically all I can really show you, I think. So you've got the pop top. It's a nice low profile pop top there. It's just a bit awkward to open it on my own when I'm holding it with one hand. But again, brand new. It's never been used. It's been literally driven from our workshop to the shop front here. So I hope that helps and gives you an idea what it's all like. Another shot from the front. Traffic's getting a bit busy. It's a lovely sunny afternoon in sunny Scarborough. I almost forgot. There's another cabinet here also with a little slidey uppy thingy-bob front, which has got a shelf in it, which again can be taken out if you don't want the shelf there. It's just sat there, and behind the back, which is all carpeted, that is where all the electric cables are. And again, 4 screws, you can take them out. It's all modular. If there's ever a fault, it's totally easy accessible. It's not hidden so you can't get at it. It's just a couple of screws, just take them out and it comes out. Just like to keep the whole thing nice and neat. You'll just see at the back there, which is some cable in there, but it's all covered. There's not much you can do with that. It's just one of those things. It could be covered up if you want to do, but you're just going to lose a little bit of cupboard space. But it's all 100% safe because it's all sealed at the back. Yeah, so that's the bit I nearly forgot. So it's got the little slidey bit there and there. So that's the bit just to finish it off.